A PSA from Instacart. It's Sunday, 5 p.m. You had a non-stop weekend. You're running on empty, and so is your fridge. You're in the trenches of the Sunday scaries. You don't have it in you to go to the store, but this is your reminder. You don't have to. You can get everything you need delivered through Instacart so that you can get what you really need. More time to do whatever you want. Instacart. For one less Sunday scary, we're here.
Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of The Smart 7 is brought to you by Sainsbury's, where you can save big on festive favourites with Nectar prices. As the nights get cold and with Christmas round the corner, it's more important than ever to find value for money on your festive shop. And this Christmas, Sainsbury's have great discounts to make your festive season truly magical. But you don't have to wait until Christmas to start roast season. For example, this week, you can get a Buy Sainsbury's whole leg of lamb for half price with Nectar prices. You can shop in-store or online and save big on festive favourites this Christmas with Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Buy Sainsbury's whole leg of lamb offer ends 18th November. Nectar required. Available in-store and online, excluding locals. Delivery fees may apply, subject to availability. On today's Smart 7, reforms will see refugee status become temporary, economist slams budget circus, and much more. It's Tuesday, 18th of November, it's Entrepreneurs Day, and happy birthday, Owen Wilson.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood announced a wide range of changes to the UK's asylum rules on Monday as she set out to reset a system that she said is out of control and unfair. She warned that unless action is taken, there'll be more people on a path that starts with anger and ends with hatred. The fundamental reform sees refugee status become temporary and new safe and legal routes to the UK being created. There will also be changes to human rights laws to speed up and simplify the appeals process and an end to guaranteed housing and weekly allowances for all. Border Security and Asylum Minister Alex Norris says the UK's system is out of step with Europe.
We know that Britain is seen as a golden ticket, that people want to get to our country. Of course, we're the best country in the world, that doesn't surprise us, but they also think that they are going to be able to access the welfare system, access housing. So the Home Secretary is going to be setting out the biggest changes to the asylum system in modern times.
Labour are hoping to diffuse anger over immigration, which they see as fuelling the rise of reform. And Tory leader Kemi Badenoch was grudgingly approving of the moves, but says they need to go much further.
This is a small step in the right direction. We're going to need a whole series of action. We just want to ban asylum claims completely. We need to be out of the ECHR, out of the ECAT. We need a removals force.
Ukrainian President Zelensky continued his mini-European tour on Monday, travelling from Greece to France, where he agreed a new deal for 100 fighter jets with French President Macron. Russian forces continue to gain ground on the battlefront, with reports of new breakthroughs in the Zaporizhzhia region and continued pressure on the town of Pokrovsk. Russia also continues to strike at Ukraine's power grid, sparking power cuts across the country. And with no sign of any pause or ceasefire, there's real pressure on Ukraine's European allies to deliver more weapons and support. French President Macron says that despite recent corruption scandals, the door to EU membership remains open.
The way towards the EU will be demanding and will require deep reforms in the way of transparency and the rule of law. I fully trust President Zelensky and the Ukrainian people to satisfy those conditions.
Meanwhile, as Russia's largest oil companies suffer under US sanctions, Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Zakharova was busy claiming that it is European countries who are under economic pressure.
The economic problems in Western European countries exist because they imposed sanctions on Russia, and their markets suffered enormous damage due to our countermeasures. But after all, they were the ones who imposed the sanctions.
We've got just over a week until Budget Day, with pressure mounting on Chancellor Rachel Reeves, as stories of income tax rises and then U-turns on income tax rises have filled the newspapers. Former chief economist at the Bank of England, Andy Haldane, added his voice to the budget discussion on Monday, and he says the ongoing circus around the budget and the economy is actually doing harm to the economy. He criticised the Chancellor for public uncertainty over what she would do and says that all of the doubt has been a contributing factor in the low growth rate.
It's been a bad hand played in truth pretty poorly. So mistakes have been made. The black hole narrative, sucking all life, all energy and light from the economy.
The US Congress looks set to go ahead with a vote to release the Epstein files after a sudden change of heart from President Trump, who now says, "We have nothing to hide." It's in stark contrast to his recent behaviour, and it's not clear whether he's confident that the remaining files have been sanitised or that the vote will never pass the Senate. Meanwhile, his former Vice President Mike Pence spoke out against Trump on Monday, warning that he is meddling with healthcare, which could have serious long-term implications for the American public. Pence, speaking to Sky News, also seemed confident that there won't be a Trump third term.
Our Constitution is very clear. An individual may not be elected to the presidency more than twice. And so I expect that you'll continue to hear the president make comments about the future. At the end of the day, I think we're going to have a very fulsome debate in our country.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, in association with Metro, Jake Paul faces the might of Anthony Joshua, and Daniel Craig and his peculiar accent return. Right after this. Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of the Smart 7 is brought to you by Sainsbury's, where you can save big on festive favourites with nectar prices. As the nights get cold and with Christmas round the corner, it's more important than ever to find value for money on your festive shop. And this Christmas, Sainsbury's have great discounts to make your festive season truly magical. But you don't have to wait until Christmas to start roast season. For example, this week, you can get a Buy Sainsbury's whole leg of lamb for half price with nectar prices. You can shop in-store or online and save big on festive favourites this Christmas with nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18 plus, terms and conditions apply. Buy Sainsbury's whole leg of lamb offer ends 18th November. Nectar required. Available in-store and online, excluding locals. Delivery fees may apply, subject to availability.
The holidays are coming, and I've got a Boost Mobile gift just for you. Aw, for me, Anna? Yes, Anna, you deserve a gift. The Boost Mobile Unlimited plan is just $10 a month for the first 2 months, then $25 a month forever, with unlimited data, talk, and text. It's a gift. Thanks, Anna. Anytime, Anna.
The holidays are here, and the best gift is for you. Offer valid at boostmobile.com. After your first 2 months, you'll pay $25 a month unless you go online or call to cancel. Requires autopay.
Welcome back. Monday night saw more World Cup qualifying wrap-up, with Germany and the Netherlands securing their spots, while Northern Ireland and Poland are through to March's playoffs. Monday also saw Netflix announce another boxing special event, this one featuring YouTuber Jake Paul facing down former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua on December 19th. The event, called Judgment Night, will earn both fighters millions of dollars, but Paul faces real danger in the ring from Joshua, who may use the fight as a warm-up for a future rematch against Tyson Fury. Former cruiserweight world champion Johnny Nelson MBE says that whatever about the money, Joshua is at risk of damaging his own reputation.
I never, ever thought this fight would happen, because of Anthony Joshua's desire to be a 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. To me, it shows me his desire. This is now business. For Jake Paul, absolutely crazy.
Tom Cruise may well be the biggest action star on the planet, but there's one challenge he hasn't met until now, and that is winning an Oscar. He's had multiple Academy Award nominations, including for Jerry Maguire and Magnolia, but he's never actually won one. That was put to rights on Sunday at the Academy's Governors Awards dinner, which saw honorary Oscars go to Cruise, Dolly Parton, and actor, dancer and producer Debbie Allen. Tom gave an emotional speech saying cinema is not what he does, it's who I am.
So cinema, it takes me around the world, and it helps me to appreciate and respect differences. It shows me also our shared humanity, how alike we are in so many ways.
We've just over a week to go before Daniel Craig hits your local multiplex once again as the detective with the curious accent, Benoit Blanc. The third instalment of Rian Johnson's Knives Out trilogy is about to pop up for 2 weeks in cinemas and then arrive to Netflix in December. Wake Up Dead Man sees Craig joined by a star-packed cast including Josh O'Connor, Glenn Close, Jeremy Renner and Mila Kunis in a religiously themed mystery.
Everyone thinks I did it. I didn't do it.
This goes way beyond normal police work. This is something even I have not experienced. Perfectly impossible crime.
This case is solvable, right?
I'm incapable of not solving a crime. Oh, you'll see. It's fun.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world. Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of The Smart 7 is sponsored by Vodafone Business in partnership with Samsung. When you're running your own business, pretty much anywhere can be your office, the spare room, the back garden, or, like here, the local cafe. With the power of Vodafone Business's reliable award-winning network, combined with the Samsung Galaxy S25, there's no limit to what you can do pretty much anywhere. And over the next few weeks, we're going to answer some of the questions you might have about how best to unlock the power of AI in your business. For example,
what are the risks for my business if I decide not to engage with AI?
If you choose not to engage with AI in your business, there's a risk you'll fall behind your competitors who are using it to become faster, cheaper and more efficient. You'll definitely miss out on the chance to provide a more personalised service for customers, and you're not going to benefit from insights and innovation which could make your company appear outdated for both staff and customers. And without Galaxy AI, you'll miss out on a host of tools to make business life easier. Getting back to the Samsung Galaxy S25, to take advantage of the Galaxy AI features and change the way you do business, you'll need a Samsung account and a network connection. To find out more, search Vodafone Business Samsung, and for network verification, go to vodafone.co.uk/network. Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of The Smart 7 is brought to you by Sainsbury's, where you can save big on festive favourites with Nectar prices. As the nights get cold and with Christmas round the corner, it's more important than ever to find value for money on your festive shop. And this Christmas, Sainsbury's have great discounts to make your festive season truly magical. But you don't have to wait until Christmas to start roast season. For example, this week, you can get a Buy Sainsbury's whole leg of lamb for half price with Nectar prices. You can shop in-store or online and save big on festive favourites this Christmas with Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18 plus, terms and conditions apply. Buy Sainsbury's whole leg of lamb offer ends 18th November. Nectar required. Available in store and online, excluding locals. Delivery fees may apply, subject to availability.